Now last year's leading rusher in the NFL, this is Jonathan Taylor. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Here we go.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Burrow's throw here into the hands of Jones. And out across midfield down to the 45. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
11.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The Colts now at 2 and 5 to start play. And they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
11 Thomas. 11 MP.
On 2nd and 9. Burrow. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
12. 11. 11 mighty. 11 Thomas.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
I don't believe that was called right here in the moment. I believe this was called during practice this week, that he was going to decide to be aggressive even on his own side of the field.
Just you mean because it's the opening drive, maybe they had this scripted?
I think that he just talked about it with his team and said, listen, I'm confident in you. If we end up in this situation, we'll go for it early just to set a tone.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Wentz bringing the Commanders out for 1st and 10. Right at the 30. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, You could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's got room. The 20. 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wentz. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Wentz now to throw. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wentz to throw again. Buying time to his left. He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
11, 11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He completes it to Jones. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
11, Thomas.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 7-7, our score after one. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down.
11 empty.
Burrow will throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Yeah, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down.
Well, when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
Here we go. 11.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
11 mighty.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
11.
On third down, Burrow. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
11 Thomas. 11 MT, Kate. 11 MT. 11.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Colts. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, or maybe they get this game tied up.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. but a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And this one is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
12.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Complete to Jones. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
Here we go.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to Burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
From midfield, here's Wentz. This one swung out to Montgomery. He's got room at the 30. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Wentz again. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down, Wentz. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Curtis Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down, here's Burrow. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Burrow on first down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this throw will be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard. And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first. Defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense? On 2nd and 10, Wentz, he'll let it fly for Austin. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. Then he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half. And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
11 MT. 11. 11.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Here we go.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
11 Commons.
Now it's Burrow. And brought in by Braid. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a first down. Now Burrow. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll run here with Taylor. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This is caught. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So this game tied at the half, and we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But
and now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. And he wisely will throw that one away. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Play action. Now Wentz. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now a play fake. Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
I'm wondering.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. A give for Taylor running right side. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
From the 31, Burrow. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Again, it's Taylor. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Out for the PAT, here's Sloman. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. Now it's Burrow. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
11 Thomas. Stop.
Throwing, Burrow. And Brady, the tight end's got it. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Burrow. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
11.
Up the middle. Here's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Burrow. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Burrow. Dancing to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
11, mighty. 11.
Burrow. Go the other way with the football. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Wentz to Guyton. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
That's not the first time they've worked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
Wentz to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And incomplete on the deep ball. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw. Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball that gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
That's a pretty strong return to start this overtime. And you know that if you run some decent offense, you should have a shot at a field goal. But I'd have to think to myself, I want the 6 points. I want this game over now. I don't want to give the other team a chance to come back and beat me.
Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 35.
11 coming.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Burrow. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards that time. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone, this thing's over.
And I remember my coaches always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this thing is done. Win your individual battle within the framework of the team defense. Beat that guy across from you and make a play. I expect them to attack on defense and not sit back.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
12.
On 2nd and goal, Burrow. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Up and good for Santoso. And they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them that all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
First throw of overtime for Wentz. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now less than 2 minutes to go here in OT in a 3-point game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. What can Wentz do now with his drive? Pass complete. Samuel finding room at midfield. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So here now Sam Sloman in a big spot. This to potentially keep this game alive at OT. And he got it. It's good. They answer with a field goal to their own to send this game into sudden death. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles. My palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the third drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. To throw, Burrow. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner.